Hey Stones fans, I'm gonna run through. I had a request for a lesson for how to play Monkey Man, and I'm gonna run through the parts. I'll do it a little bit differently this time because there's a few different parts to really learn, and so I'll kind of play along with the song and then stop it and show you how those parts are done. But the first thing to know is you need to capo at the 2nd fret. You'll see other people on YouTube playing the same tune without a capo, but they're playing it wrong because the only way to do these hammer-ons is by putting a capo on it, and there's just no way around it. Plus, it's easier to play it with a capo, so trust me, capo at the 2nd fret and you'll be fine. It's in B, although the verses go into D, but we'll get to that in a second. So the thing to start with is going from the capo as the 0 fret, or I guess the 1 fret. We'll count this as the 1 fret, and this is the capo as the 0 fret. So go to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the 7th fret. The intro starts like this. Cover the top 3 strings, the G, B, and E strings, all the way across the top, and then your pinky finger goes 3 frets up on the B string, right in that. It's technically the 12th fret without the capo. Start in there, and it'll climb down with a chord progression like this. So that's just a climb down on that B note as you're covering all 3. So that's how that goes, and we'll start with that. Alright, and so then it gets right into the riff after that intro. And the riff is slide up. There's a lot of sliding up on that A string. So it's in B, that main opening riff. So you have to slide up. So that's the 1, 2, 3, 4. Slide up to the 6th fret on that. And then cover the D, G, and B strings. You're kind of barring that. It's this part of the beat, except you're playing it with these fingers instead. So you slide up, and then that typical Keith Richards chord shape. So you go up 1 fret with your middle finger on the B string, and then 2 frets up with your ring finger on the D string. And then with your pinky, this is where it gets tricky, it's actually 3 frets up with your pinky on that G string in between. In fact, learn that little shape, that little riff right there, because that repeats a lot throughout the tune. So once you get out of the intro, and then it just goes to a D, hammering on that E string. So we'll go to that. That part is just a G, regular G chord to an A chord, and then slide back up to that main riff again. thing he does alternate between, and you'll just have to listen to it to get when they are. In fact, I don't even memorize where they are. I just kind of wing it. But sometimes he'll do this, and then he'll do. That's just the pinky up on that 3 frets up on the G string. So get a sense of listening to it and when he runs through those and when he doesn't, but he kind of alternates on them. So then there's, we'll keep going through it. So he goes into that little part in the middle, and that's just that same B right here, but you're just hammering on and off that chord shape. And then it'll go, he goes, before it goes into the other jam section, he's going. That's just D, A. You're just suspending both of those down to G. Goes through that. I don't know how many times, but again, listen to it and you'll hear it. And then it finally will go. That's the end of it. He rides that all the way through while Mick is doing his screaming thing at the end. So that's the whole song. You got the intro part. And then you have the... And then... And then there's... And then the only other part is the those are all the sections, and you just gotta listen to it a few times and get down the order of them. But they're really not. It's not a difficult tune to play. The only tough part, I guess, would be that chord. But once you get it, it's not difficult at all. So good luck. That's Monkey Man.